sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, good to see you again.
Welcome to Politicking with Jared Larry Love in studio today, 239 Uncensored Studios. As always, brought to you by Jimmy P's Burgers and More. Just got off the jack with Juan. 3 weeks, new opening location. I think we'll have to be there, Larry, to check that out. Becker Custom Builders, our boy Blake, and Maxwell Mortgage Team. We love Lauren Maxwell, the Queen Bee. Very excited today. Got a special guest in the building. Supposed to have him yesterday, but some power technical difficulties threw us off. But we were able to get him in the building. He's an author, entrepreneur. I mean, he got several titles. Happened to meet this gentleman through Patrick Dearborn. Who else? And immediately we clicked and been going to a Bible study with him on Tuesday mornings.
Yep.
Of course, in typical Larry fashion, didn't even tell me he knows him. But Larry, you want to give this gentleman, present this gentleman?
I'll let you keep doing it. I'm going to let you keep doing it.
But very fascinating life story. Really can't wait to get into it.
Yeah.
Mr. Cornell Bunting, welcome to the podcast, my brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man.
No, it's a pleasure.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
pleasure. So, yeah.
This is amazing.
How do you two gentlemen know each other?
You
It
wasn't
don't
gonna-
even matter.
You
right?
wasn't going to ask that prior to when you walked in.
Because I didn't
Yeah.
know.
So
You didn't know.
why let it be a question now?
Because I need to ask a question to somebody I didn't know.
You're going to start
You do that to me.
It's
Trip me up.
amazing. This is beautiful.
we just know each other.
Yeah.
We bump into each other, and this
Yeah.
area, Southwest Florida, is very small.
Small.
Yeah.
Very small.
Yeah.
And you're
So-
Mr. Fort Myers, so, and,
Just move around.
yeah.
Move around.
He move around.
My
He
name
sure
alone.
do.
My
Yeah.
name alone.
Yeah. He's in the right spaces, man.
Yeah.
He's in the big spaces. So, you go into the big spaces and you see men like Mr. Larry Love, you're in the right place.
you know you're in the right place. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I should have known. But fascinating story. You can kind of let the audience know a little bit about your background and kind of to where it got to where you're at today. It's very fascinating.
Oh, it is. It's crazy, man. It's a whirlwind. Some would say a whirlwind, but some would know me from the books I've written, like my first book that I wrote called Lion with No Roar. That kind of took me a lot of different parts of the world, and then that kind of introduced me to being a motivational speaker because of how I talk to the kids. And that first book is a kid's book. Born in Jamaica, came here to America, I want to say the 1 year before 9/11.
Okay.
1 year before 9/11. And, the dream was to, become a citizen of this country, go back to college because my degrees that I have from the island, I guess, wasn't really of any type of factor here. So I had to go back to college and then open my own company. And so me opening my own company, which was a security company, brought me some attention that I didn't want. I got competitors at the time that didn't like that I was getting all the jobs. And my company just took off out the gate. I think in my first year I was generating over $100,000 in profit.
Mm-hmm.
And when I opened my company, I was 33 years old. They didn't like that, and so
And what area was that in?
No, it was security.
No, which area?
No. This was a for-profit company. I was open in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers. Okay.
Yeah, and a story was fabricated against me. And that story that was fabricated, I ended up getting arrested, going to jail. I was in jail for 10 months, facing 32 years to life, went through all my money. I was all the way broke, fighting this case, to prove my innocence. And that went on for a little over 3 years. It became the oldest case. They went to trial. The third day of trial, the guy that was my accuser told on the people I paid him to do what he
fabricate
did.
it?
Yeah. And that's how that kind of got disintegrated, you know. But I
So you spent a total of 10 months?
10 months.
10 months.
Spent 10 months.
God
in
good,
Mexico.
isn't he?
God is good, man. God's amazing, man. That's-
You know, I love to hear those type of stories because
Yes.
a lot of people just fold under pressure, man.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, they don't want to. They can't walk on them brimstones, and just because it's hot,
Right. Right.
it's
Yeah.
okay to get hot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it just show you what you made of. When
Oh,
you
definitely.
right,
Yeah.
you right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If I'm gonna die, I'm dying standing up.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I told them that.
Yeah.
I said, hey, if you guys gonna put me away, we fighting. I'm showing you guys whatever you guys created ain't real. So you can't tell me something that didn't happen. You know?
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So,
And,
My bad for interrupting.
no. That was beautiful, though.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
So obviously, I imagine your faith probably got you through something like that, because when you're facing that much time and you're in prison, I mean, to keep going like that and keep a strong positive attitude, was it kind of God that helped you get through?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, you're standing on what you believe. You know,
Mhm.
I believe in me. I
Mhm.
believe in what my desire pushed me to. And when I opened my security company, I was just really starting to fully understand God and what that looked like, and the attention that would come my way, and what the fight will look like. And so for me, I understood the assignment, and I just had to figure it out as I go.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the big challenge. I mean, at the time when it happened, I it was surreal because I wasn't necessarily understanding why was this really happening at this point of my life, when I'm trying to get money, so I have money to make sure my kids enjoy themselves, go through school, go through college, all these different things comfortably. But at the time, I wasn't spending time with them. I wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
cherishing those times, those moments, because I was about finding, the next deal.
Sure.
What does the next deal look like? And so,
I think we all get guilty of that. So would you say that's something that kind of put life in perspective?
oh, it did.
And I guess, they say everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have traded not having to go through that, or that experience, however you want to look at it?
No, it's because me going through that really helped me to see what I'm here for. Help me to understand what my purpose is, which is one of the reasons I wrote this one book called Using Adversity to Find Purpose. Because in that time, we go back a little bit to what Larry said earlier, is, understanding when your back's against the wall, what that look like,
Sure.
The strength, your true you comes out and show the world like, hey, I'm strong. I don't fear all these other little things that come at me and make me feel like I'm scared of something.
I understand that totally, my brother.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
sir.
get similar experience.
Yeah, man. Cause I mean,
I don't know how much you can talk about it, but
I can like people use jail as a fear tactic
Right.
for the innocent.
Yeah.
When you think about like what you just said in your story, people don't even know how many times Martin Luther King Jr. been arrested.
Right.
He may have been arrested over 30 plus times.
Oh yeah.
All type of charges.
Mm-hmm.
He stood ground. He stood faith. And
Yeah.
it happened to so many for whatever reasons. But I always feel like only a guilty man gonna plea out.
Right.
If you know you didn't do it, like chop my neck off.
Yeah.
Kill me, because I feel like even after death, the truth still gonna come out.
Oh yeah.
I was convicted of a crime.
Right.
And it's crazy. I spent 7, and all I had to do was just say, I was sorry.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was sorry.
Wow.
I say, man, I'd rather go to prison.
Yeah.
Send me to prison.
Yeah.
Like, but that's my character.
Right.
That's who I am.
Yeah.
The Bible says your yea is your yay,
Right.
and your nay is your
Your
nay.
nay. Yeah.
And that's how I grew up. That's how I was raised. Because if I
Yeah.
would have did something, I'd be like, yeah, let me apologize. Let me get a good plea or whatever. I did wrong. I broke the law, because there's
Right.
consequence for all your actions.
Right.
But when you didn't, man, I spent 7 years, 11 months, 23 days as a
Wow.
convicted felon. But who count?
Right.
But see, I know my God I serve. So
Yeah.
it's like I knew it was just a matter of time.
He gonna protect you.
man,
He
and
gonna
Lord,
protect
how
you.
good it was.
Listen.
You know how good it was. And like, I won.
Yeah.
You know, I won in the end.
That's beautiful,
And it's
man.
just like, but at the same time, it happened to so many other people.
Yeah.
And a lot of other people don't have the faith. But
Right.
you know, the Bible say, man, you know, the friends you're around,
Right.
your friends' faith
Yeah.
can carry on to
Yeah.
you
Yes.
as long as you in that circle.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
but yeah, man, I'm glad that, you know, you stood your ground.
Oh,
You know,
definitely.
you got more closer to God and did your thing. And as I can see right now, brother, you're shining and you're blessed.
Blessed.
Yes.
You're blessed.
God is blessing
Because I
you.
don't believe in luck.
No,
You know,
no.
I don't believe in
no.
luck. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
blessed because luck is just opportunity and preparation when it
Right,
combines.
right,
You
right,
know,
right.
You just, but you're blessed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You position yourself, you believe in you, and you stay your ground and you go at it. It's
Mhm.
gonna happen. Everything that for me, a lot of things were happening. And you know this because you've been in this space. The fittest of the fittest survive through a lot of this. There's a lot of individuals that go into jail, prison, whatever that looks like, don't necessarily make it, man. You know, whatever that look like for them. The 10 months I was in jail, I've never got in a physical fight. Because when I went in there, the guys already fear me going in there because the media had portrayed this look like I was this dangerous man. And when you're in jail, the only thing you watch on the TV is the news.
That's it.
So you can't go in there and say, "Oh yeah, I'm committed a this crime or whatever." You can't fabricate a story about who you are going in there to the guys that are there because they know your case before you get there.
Preach.
Yeah, man. They know, and it's real. It's real. Where I'm telling you, we get one day in there that you get chicken. Like one day you get real food. Every other day is like, I don't know what that is. But that one day is maybe you can count on one hand out of the 20 guys in the cell block that get to eat those chicken. Everybody else got to give up their chicken. You got to give up your chicken to be protected, whatever that looked like. It was serious, man.
You know, it's crazy that you say that, right? Because when I remember 2 situations, right?
Yeah,
I was in the county jail. They had blasted me on TV.
yeah,
Man, they charged me with the most horrendous crime ever. Like
yeah,
kidnapping kids and
Yeah.
molesting kids. So I'm in there, right?
yeah.
So they got me all on TV. And I'm 25,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So when I went in, you know, anytime you go in on them type of charges,
Oh, yeah.
you know what's about to happen.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I'm in there, and like it was like 6 guys. And so the one dude came over. He said, "Man, they about to get you, dude." He was
Yeah.
a smaller dude. He was probably about 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
He said, "Man, all I have is a pencil." He said, "Man, he said, here's a pencil."
Yeah.
But you know, the pencil probably about like 10 inches long, like
Right.
the sharp point. So I'm like, okay, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, and so I see the guys, they bolting up.
Yeah.
You know, they doing their shoes. I see one guy twisting the mop and
Yeah.
everything else. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and knocked on the door. I knocked on the wall to get me up out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know it's about to go down.
Oh, yeah.
So they got to come through their door. Then they got to slide through another door.
Yeah.
So I'm calculating everything. I have a good minute and 45.
Yeah. You got to be ready.
They're going to do me.
Yeah.
And I got to do them.
Yeah.
The best way I can. So it was another guy just as big as me.
Yeah.
So I already knew
Yeah.
the point of attack.
Yeah.
He the first one getting it.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't expect for me to jump it off.
Right.
Because I know I'm about to get beat
Yeah.
anyway. So
Yeah.
I got the pencil.
Yeah.
I played like I was about to go back to the cell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like, man, I just, from the get-go,
Yeah.
I walked over.
Just start doing the business.
I hit dude right there in his neck.
Yeah.
He went down and man, they came, they did their thing. Like we were fighting. By the time they got in, they had got me. I was swole up. So then I went to court and like the judge asked me like, "Man, why you not smiling?"
Yeah.
I said, "What the reason I got to smile for, man?"
Right.
But you know, long story short, everything was dropped and everything else, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, I always fit a damn description. So that's
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
What description is that?
Yeah.
Listen, the dude they were looking for, he only stood 5'9", 180 pounds.
Wow.
I'd say, man, listen, I haven't been that size since probably 8th grade,
Right.
9th grade, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but it was all because, you know,
Yeah.
it was a police officer and I was, you know, with his girlfriend. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh
so
my goodness.
that's
yeah.
what it all had boiled down
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Man.
I just couldn't really sue them because I didn't really have a chance. I didn't lose nothing. I think they gave me like 13, 14,000.
Right.
But it made you look bad. But
Yeah.
man, like it was hell though. I
Yeah.
know what it's like going inside there.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
then
man.
another situation I had to go in. I fitted it. Not even gonna say it was a mistake in the computer. When I
Right.
was pulled over.
Yeah.
And I got into it like they had just did a big drug bust here. And it was like several Cubans and Mexicans all involved. And so I'm in there and I got into it with one of the dudes.
Yeah.
And so he mouthing off. I said, man, it's not even that type of party with me. I don't want no problems.
Right.
Go on about your business. So he went back.
Yeah.
He done got his little crew.
Yeah.
So the biggest dude, and we friends today now. We cool. And he already did like 10 years fed.
Ooh.
He was straight from Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
He literally with the cartel and everything else.
Yeah.
So because he had got caught with a whole semi.
Oh,
he had
man.
got caught with a semi, probably about
fully loaded.
Fully loaded.
Wow.
That's when he had came out of feds.
Yeah.
So they gave him like 9 years in feds. He had like 100,000 pounds of marijuana at the time.
Man. Yeah.
And so he like, yo, man, what's your problem with my guy?
Yeah.
I said, dude, listen here, I don't got no problem with your guy. Your guy came over here. I said, I just told him, man, listen, I'm not here to play these games. You know, we behind this fence, you know, we all got a bid to do.
Yeah.
So he's like, man, it's not going well.
Yeah.
So I said, well, what y'all gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm outnumbered. I said, we can go right on over there in the shower. Let's get it.
Yeah.
I said, you know, either y'all gonna do me or I'm gonna do y'all. Like, but I don't want no problem.
Right.
I said, and you know, I was just straight up because I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want no problem. And he was like, man, Larry, let me go back and talk to this dude. And it was crazy. And it all just squashed that.
It just got
like,
squashed,
Because the thing is, like, I never believe in being a coward.
Yeah.
Because
man.
when you're a coward, it don't matter how it goes. Like, people will treat you as such.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, you can't be afraid to lose anything.
No, you can't be.
Especially when you're right.
Right. Right.
When you're right. And most people, they don't know how to stand up for what's right.
That's true, man.
They don't know how to stand up. You know, it's a song, Bob Marley.
Stand up. Stand up.
Yeah. Get up, stand up.
You ever heard Bob Marley?
Stand up for your right.
Stand up for your rights.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
yeah.
I learned a lot. I never really studied Jamaica, but watching that movie made me go back and look at some of the things and the politics of Jamaica during that time.
Right.
And what Bob Marley did in your country, man.
Oh, yeah, man. It was huge.
It's like if it was, let's just say an entertainer. Who's the biggest entertainer right now?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Let's just say Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
If she was able to bring the Republican Party and the Democratic Party together.
Yeah.
And like of a unity. Like how he
like
did.
how Bob did. Yeah.
Like how Bob, bro.
Huge,
I was like,
man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I even didn't know, like, again, I learned so much. I didn't know.
Yeah.
They really tried to kill him.
Listen, he was that powerful with his
didn't.
words.
Yeah.
With his words, because here's the thing, man. When you helping the mass of people understand how to emancipate themselves from mental slavery.
That's the scariest.
You know, freeing your mind. Because the thing is, it lies in information. A lot of us sometimes don't really read. We don't care to read.
We don't.
And so people can hide things that are valuable in the book. We never picked up that book, so we don't know.
In my culture, in the Black American culture, my mom, and this came from slavery. You know, that's why it was against the law to teach the slaves to read.
Right.
You'll get killed.
Right.
So my mom, as she grew up in the Jim Crow South, so she told me, you know, if you want to hide something from a black man, you put it in a book.
Put it in a book.
Because that's what they said, because they were saying like black people didn't like to read.
Right.
And that's why my mom always forced me to read. Like, when I used to come home from school.
Yeah.
You know, I know people probably heard the story. I didn't mention it before on the podcast. That I had to read an article out in the newspaper.
Right.
I had to read the scripture from the Bible.
Yeah.
Then I was able to do my homework.
Right.
But that's what I had to do first.
Oh, yeah.
Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Newspaper. And then I was able to do my homework.
Yeah.
But even to this day, I probably done read over 1,500 books. Short reads, long reads. My thing now is just a lot of self-help books.
Yeah.
I've been on self-help kicks probably for the last 15, 16, 17 years.
Amazing.
What's your favorite book of all time?
You already know my favorite
48
book.
Laws of Power.
48 Laws of Power.
That's a powerful book
That
right
is
there.
about
Don't read it.
Yeah.
live it.
Master it.
You got to master it.
I done went through that book 9, 10 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mastered it.
Yeah.
And I'd apply it to every way how I move in life.
Yeah, man.
Dealing with people of power.
Yeah.
and people who's trying to gain power.
Right.
That's why this political stuff, this thing is a piece of cake to me.
Yeah, man.
Because I see y'all coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Because I didn't read and studied and mastered this stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting here like, okay, what's next? I
Yeah.
know your next move,
Right.
but you don't know mine.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and most people they look at you. It's like chess. They look at, oh, this just old.
They're playing checkers. You're playing
Yeah,
chess.
this is just a big dumb, security guard. So.
You know, man, I got to tell you though, man, this paradigm shift we're in right now, I'm surprised, man, more people haven't really woke up and realized what's happening. You know, like
as far as
just them, you know, they've self growth.
Mm-hmm.
What does self growth look like for one? You know, outside of being dependent.
That's the problem. You know, I think a lot of people still
the mass.
Yeah.
The mass is still in that headspace where, oh, we got to be dependable. We've got to be dependent on this or depend on that. And you know,
I mean,
and
that's another form of slavery. You know, you have people depending on, you know, you brainwash people and have them dependent just on some crumbs instead of.
Yeah.
Well, that's what keep the pyramid stuff going. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that one person that's have all the power. And then, all these people got to listen to me, and this is what this looks like.
I know, man. That's that, and that only happened for the week.
Yeah.
Only for the week.
Oh yeah.
When you're strong, you know, it used to be a thing in the '80s. I know you probably was in Jamaica in the '80s.
Yeah.
But over here, you know, like I said, growing up on the streets, you never knew who had all the money,
right?
Or because even though it was a group of them, group of gang, drug dealers, whatever.
Yeah.
They all dress the same. They all move the same.
Right.
They all look the same.
Yeah.
So you just couldn't point out, oh yeah, that's the boss.
Right.
That's the boss. Because even the boss, he treated him as he's equal.
Oh yeah.
Or even better.
Right.
So you just never knew.
You never knew.
But now it's like people mistreat people so bad.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Yeah.
But
oh man.
I hope more people read and start paying attention to what's really going on.
Oh, we
America.
have to.
I think people are slowly but surely. I don't know if it'll be enough, but I definitely think people are waking up and seeing what's really going on. And, you know, not to get too political, but, you know, people know that they were, you know, most people realize they were better off under a Trump administration than a Biden administration. And they might not necessarily even like Trump. But at the end of the day, do you have to like your president?
You know the crazy thing when you say that, man, people for a long time were saying, yo, man, you know, we sick of all these politicians. We need someone come in there that's not a politician. And then he got in there and then everyone was mad. I'm like, what is going on here? Why is you guys don't want him there now? Because he's exposing some of these things that's not supposed to be.
And he wasn't really labeled as a racist till he became a Republican president because he used to kick it. He went to 50 Cent.
Oh, it was all these dudes. I saw that he was the funder for Jesse. I saw
Jackson.
that.
Yeah, he funded all his whole presidential
That's
campaign.
crazy.
Did you see what Mike Tyson said though? He's backing Trump and he's like, if you don't like it, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you come fight me.
Lawrence Taylor too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let me ask you. How will Trump fare in Jamaica?
You know, they would listen, man. They would appreciate him because listen, this is a guy that's coming and saying, hey, you can do this, you can do that. Like, it's not someone that's coming to put them in like some type of slavery type of vibe, you know, like, yo, I want you to be under this and
like communism.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Like, we see this dude want to help and he's honest. If someone look at me, Larry, and say, hey, man, I don't like you, bro, because your head's too big. I'd rather that person over the person that said, oh,
bingo. Shout out to Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah. But that's the thing. But people like people that don't necessarily tell them.
So you know what? If you had a Trump-like president in Jamaica, you know what the first thing he would do?
Yeah.
He would take care of his people and that country and not worry about the rest of the world. A guy in Argentina is doing that. Argentina's doing the best it has. In probably 100 years, they say.
Yeah.
It's the most thriving country right now.
Yeah.
South
Jamaica
America.
be booming.
Yeah. You gotta take care. You gotta take care of home
Mind
first.
your own business.
You gotta take care. I get it. We're a superpower, and when we can help out, we can help out. But you gotta take care of your people. I mean, all this money that they sent to Ukraine,
that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, if you took care of the people back home, I mean, you could have taken 10 times over. So
Yeah.
it's absolutely
So
ridiculous.
I don't know if this is rumor because they say a lot of stuff here in the media is rumor. They say somewhere north of 80 billion went into Ukraine already. 80 billion?
I don't know the exact number, but
if
it
not
wouldn't
more.
surprise me.
That's crazy.
That's what we probably only know about. We
Yeah,
don't
if
know
not
about the.
more.
But now we got people struggling with the hurricane situation.
And FEMA's got $600 or whatever it is for the people. It's absolutely
Come on, man.
ridiculous. I mean, if that's not an outrage and reason enough to, vote the Democrats out, I don't know what is.
Well, here's the thing, and I told my friends this a couple weeks back. I said, listen, man, the last 16 years. Look at the last 16 years.
Mhm.
How much of the last 16 years a Democrat run the country?
12 of the last 16.
12.
You even go back even farther.
Come on.
Well, you had 8 years of Bush, but
Yeah, but
He-
it's still.
That was crazy. Bush situation was crazy.
yeah.
Like,
Bush wasn't a good
Bush
president.
was different. He didn't really
He was
care.
a rhino,
like,
yeah. No,
He say stuff that didn't even really make
Bush
sense.
set back the Republican Party. That's why Donald Trump was able to come on the scene, was because a president like George Bush, in my opinion.
I was hoping that they would have let Donald continue because the numbers went down, even with employment.
Oh,
The
yeah.
numbers that went down.
If it wasn't for
and
COVID,
it was looking
I mean,
beautiful.
The economy before COVID was absolutely booming. People were working. People had money. Your grocery prices weren't nearly as high as they are now. Gas. So
And this is why I thought people would have let him, do another. Finish this, man. Finish this 8 solid. America would be just sitting solid because remember when Bush did that the first 4 years and everything was messed up, and they're like, well, you know what? We got to put him back in so he can fix the mess up. And it was like we was lost, and then they put him back in, and we was more lost.
yeah.
They're like, what do you say about that? Like he sent this team of army guys somewhere that they had no business going, and they're like, what do you say about what that was? And he was like, well, you get on the horse, you got to ride it. And we like, what?
Well, I think Trump, if COVID didn't come along, I think he would have stayed in office. Hey, D, I know you don't like being on camera, but you're a young person, obviously. You don't have to necessarily say who you're voting for, but what do you think about the election and more General Kamala versus Trump?
I don't have a mic, but Trump.
Okay, she doesn't
Well,
have a mic. But
I
she
mean,
said Trump.
Kamala did call you guys stupid.
Yeah, she did call the young folks stupid. She said if you're young, you're stupid.
Takes one to know one.
She said this.
Her word stat.
What
I'm
she said.
surprised. That was
she
probably
said
the
that-
only statement she's made, because when she talks, I'm trying to find a point
But
or
It's brutal.
But right now, man, according to these, like a lot of these polls, man.
Trump's gaining though.
Yeah, I see Trump gaining, but
Because I've said for a while. I think
I'm confused though. Why are they ignoring all of these things that's going on with her? Like, what she say, the stuff that have been done. I just heard about her husband and his doing with them. Then what? The maid or the nanny?
I don't
got
know.
her pregnant. and
I
got
saw
them
that.
Get rid of the baby. I'm like, whoa.
never mind the dealings in China
Listen,
and all that
it's-
stuff too.
It's the bully. Everybody want to take out the bully.
Right.
And so, like, Trump is painted as the bully and the bad guy. So to the media, like, we're gonna focus on him.
Right.
So let's see what he's doing. Let's see what any type of propaganda we can get on him to hurt him and what have you.
But wouldn't you want other countries to respect America? Because you had all these countries was respecting America in a way when Trump
Correct.
was president.
And that's why when people argue,
They don't care.
That's
It's like
that.
as a child, you remember growing. Well, I don't know, but
Yeah.
you know, as a child, like you used to play with the clothes hanger, and they tell you don't put it in the socket.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
you still gotta,
Hard-headed.
yeah, you still gotta put it in the
Yeah,
socket
burn.
to see if you're gonna get shot.
Right.
Touch the
Right.
stove.
Don't touch the stove. Or
Right.
what about the people when you get ready to iron your clothes? You still like
Touch it.
you
Yeah.
touch it.
Or-
Yeah.
Just don't even wait till
or
it
when
get
a
hot.
server brings you a hot plate, don't touch it. It's hot.
Yeah, but you still, and that's the way a lot of people are. People don't, as we say in the South, people don't believe fat meat is greasy.
Right. Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
you got to get your head bust.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like, man,
But I'll
I
tell you
should
what,
have, or
You
I
should-
should
yeah.
have not.
Yeah.
And that's where we at.
and we get, if Kamala gets in, I mean, I think it's a wrap. I mean, to undo 4 years of that mess, it's going to be
I
very
mean,
hard to recover.
We need to undo what Joe did. Joe
I like
went
how
in
she
there
came
and
on
did
The
that.
View and they were saying, well, you talk about how you're going to do all these things to fix all these problems we have. What would you do different than the Biden administration?
She said nothing.
She said nothing.
Well, she is a part of the doings.
Yeah.
You know, she's there right now. I don't understand why people are acting like she's new. Like, oh, she's just gonna come in now. She already do it 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Man.
argue VP how much power and say that they have, but still, give us your reasons, your ideas, the stuff that you will do differently, and she can't. So,
Man, she making the Jamaican folks look bad, man.
was she Jamaican? Is
bro.
she Indian? Is she black? You don't,
Listen,
you don't
a
claim
lot of
claim Kamala?
Jamaicans. No, a lot of Jamaicans were upset that she never really talked about her dad. She disowned him. She disowned him the whole way, bro. Like, why is it relevant now? Like,
See, I know, right?
Because it's convenient.
help me to understand that. Like, oh, you half Jamaican now? How? When did that happen?
She don't know what she
She's
is.
a
man.
chameleon.
Come
Yeah,
on,
and
You know,
man.
one minute
Honest-
she say she's a Black American, she say she's a Jamaican. Like,
Middle
man, lady,
class, upper
what
class.
are you? Just tell me.
I don't think
Just-
she,
Actually,
that's
did
someone.
she ever go to Jamaica?
That's a
man,
you
don't
tell
get me,
us.
Don't get me to
You
lie.
tell us.
I don't think she never went to the border, so she probably never went to Jamaica.
She hasn't been to Europe either. So
She did say that. She never been to Europe. Why?
Yeah, well, they asked her if she's been to the border. I said, I've been to the border.
Wait.
You've been to the border. She said, well, no, I haven't been to the border, but I haven't been to Europe either.
Wow.
She never been to Europe.
That's what she said. I don't know what
did
she'd
they
be
really
doing.
make an app though for people to log in to be able to come into the country?
Listen, man, I don't know what's going on out there.
That's crazy, bro.
I really don't know.
Man.
But what we do got to give Miss Kamala some slack. She is a 49er fan, so
She lived in California.
I know.
You know, that's a weird state.
That is a weird.
I'm not gonna lie,
That's a
it's not-
weird state, man.
I'm not. And just real quick, I want to do the rapid fire, but I was having a conversation with someone. This is something that we kind of talked about.
Yeah.
Because I honestly don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Kamala sounds stupid. I think we agree, but do you guys really think she's as dumb as she sounds? Because I find it. I don't think she is. I think she might be book smart, and she's not a good speaker. I know I'm probably gonna get blasphemous, but she cannot be as dumb as she sounds. Some people just aren't good speakers and can't. Because she was Attorney General of California, people, oh, it's but you're Attorney General.
Bingo.
Yeah, so
You got to get through law school.
Oh, you got to
got to.
have.
So it's like you can't.
Because when I see her interviews, I'm like, there's no way she could be this the way she sounds. I want to cut her some slack.
And like that's the same thing they say about AOC. I was like, AOC is not dumb. She went to Boston University.
Right.
Economics.
She was also a terrible bartender.
Yeah.
I don't know about her bartending skills, but I just know sitting in class,
Yeah.
you studying economics
Oh yeah.
at such a prestigious university such as Boston,
Right.
that cannot be easy.
No, that's
And so,
definitely not easy.
I feel like if you didn't went through school, at least you didn't put in your time. I know you just are not dumb.
Yeah.
Something.
Now
just
you might not have the most common sense,
common
Right.
sense, people skills.
people skills,
Right.
but as far as intellectual wise,
Yeah.
you have something up there.
Oh, you have to.
You
have
you have that, and a lot of people like. I think they tend to get those two a lot of it cross.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of senses that she don't
Well,
have.
Tim Walsh, I think, is an idiot, but
See, I'm not.
no.
Well-
Again, yeah.
You know, the thing is, man, I think you get to a certain point in your
Tim.
career and it's like you lose certain things that's not really of importance no more because you really just needed that to get to that level. And then once you get there, you're like, okay, now I can just relax and be myself.
All right.
And that's why I stay grounded
Yeah,
to where I
yeah.
come from.
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah, man.
I don't care how many degrees and how much education I got.
Right.
Like, I have to always be reminded of where I come from.
Yep.
I always got to go back to where I come from.
Right.
Because it's my job to show others that, man, y'all can climb out.
Oh, definitely.
And, you know, and that's one of the biggest problems in a lot of minority communities. They
Yeah.
feel like once they moved on up,
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with that.
Right.
Nobody will never come back. And they
Right.
wonder why so many of these kids and so forth, all they think about is, oh, I could be an athlete, I could be an entertainer.
Right.
Because always, they're
Yeah.
the only ones that come back.
That's it.
Always.
That's
That's it.
interesting.
That's it.
By the way,
That's
that degree from Florida State doesn't count. We're gonna play a little game called
Degree.
the game. Come on, toilet paper.
Yeah.
We have a little game we call rapid fire.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Pick both. We call you a Democrat.
Yeah.
And again, it's, I get flack all the time. I put people on the spot, but if you're on this list, you should be flattered. I'm gonna keep it a little Jamaican flavor for you.
I like that.
So some people may not understand these.
Yeah.
But we want to keep it.
I'm coming right behind him.
Yeah. And you jump in as always, boss. All right, let's go. Ox or Screwface?
Ox. I gotta go.
I
with
knew
Ox.
it.
I gotta go with Ox.
There was
I
two
gotta go with Ox.
Screwfaces though.
Ox, man.
No. I gotta go with Ox, bro.
I'm the baddest.
Body sound roughest bumbuckler.
Can you say Bumbaclaw again?
Bumbaclaw.
I love hearing Jamaicans say Bumbaclaw.
Ox showed a real Don Gargan, like bad boy.
Belly, man.
Oh
Coming
yeah,
out like
bro.
a G2.
Belly go hard. Watching the soccer game.
Yeah.
Oh, killing it.
You
No
want some of
security,
me?
Ox
Yeah.
Dolo up in the crib.
Oh man.
Come on.
Yeah.
Sorrel or Peanut Punch?
Sorrel.
Okay.
Well, sorrel. Let me go back. Let me take that back because I drink peanut punch more
Peanut Punch
than
is fire.
sorrel because sorrel in Jamaica we only do sorrel on the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was growing up, peanut punch because you can put all these extra stuff in it. It's one of the things they say. Oh, you want to get a girl pregnant? You get you some good peanut punch with the oats in it and all these different mix up. Serious. So let me take that back. I'm gonna go with peanut punch.
Okay, Larry,
Yeah.
stay away from the Peanut Punch. Sean Paul or Shaggy?
Oh, that's big right there. But I do got to go with Shaggy.
Okay.
I love Sean Paul, but bombastic, man. That's my dude right there, man.
Usain Bolt or Patrick Ewing?
Come on, bro. Usain Bolt all day, bro.
Pat Ewing
I mean,
was the
listen,
OG though.
I'm gonna tell you though, I had one Patrick Ewing shoe
I
back when Patrick.
I did
I'm
too.
telling you, with the ball
Patrick
on
Ewing,
it, with the
yeah,
ball
yeah,
on
the
it.
orange ball.
But this time it was so hot. If you wore it to school, you better have a gang. Because if you didn't have a gang, you losing them shoes.
Coming off.
Someone
That
taking
was
them
during
shoes.
that time.
Oh yeah, man, it was during that time.
It was
man.
during that time.
But Usain Bolt, man, because he's done something that I don't know if any runner will ever do.
Yeah,
bro.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody
man.
gonna do that.
No.
And no, as far as I know, too clean too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which
Patrick,
is very rare. And
Man, everybody know the Jamaicans known for track.
yeah.
That's
speaking of which, Rockers or Cool Runnings?
Cool runnings. Definitely got to be cool runnings, bro. They made
So you lived there during that time, right?
Well, yeah,
in
yeah,
Jamaica.
yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
tell me how big that was in Jamaica.
that's huge, bro. Listen, one, we don't get ice in Jamaica. We don't get cold in Jamaica. It's always hot. So imagine us going into another country and dominating at a level where they had to sabotage us for us not to be the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. That was big.
That's
Bro,
one of the-
we were so excited.
yeah.
That was
That's amazing. I mean, a lot of people don't believe that's a true story when they watch the movie.
I know they're crazy.
Oh yeah.
You done?
But
No,
that's
I got a couple, but you can jump in. We can mix it up.
Here go one for you.
yeah.
Buju Bunting
Ooh.
or Shaba Rankin.
Ooh.
Gotta go
Mr. Lover,
Shaba.
man.
Gotta go Shaba.
You wrong for that right there, bro. That's
our
hard.
era.
That is hard right there because here's the thing, bro. Buju is still relevant now. Buju is relevant back. Shaba came out so big.
Mr. Lover, man.
The first hardcore dancehall artist, bro, to do 2 Grammys, bro. So, I mean, I would go Shaba, just for the sake of the show.
Okay.
But, I love Buju, bro.
Now, far as movies wise,
Ooh.
scale 1 to 10,
Yeah.
where you rank Shatas?
Ooh.
I was going to do
Love
shout out
Shot.
to Or Cool Runnings,
love
yeah.
Shatters, I got to give Shatters a 9.5, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Shatas. I
Yeah,
love
because
Shatas.
of just the way they tell the story, just the whole way, because those stuff happen for real. I have friends that have gone through that type of cycle.
I
So,
mean, growing up, like living because when I kicked out of school here, I had to be in Miami. I had to live in Miami.
yeah.
So during that time, I know it was just like, and I know now Broward has the most Jamaicans
right.
in
Yeah.
Weston, Pembroke Pines, and all
Right,
that,
right.
Miramar. Okay, but yeah, that was
Oh,
that was
yeah,
a hell of
man.
a time.
You get in, you coming on.
Can you cook?
Oh, definitely.
I know. So now I'm about to tell you,
Don't steal my.
curry goat
Yeah.
or some oxtails, baby.
I had it on there. It was on my thing.
Threw the oxtail in there, bro.
He took mine. He took mine.
I got to tell you, because we got levels.
Okay.
Oxtail,
Good
oxtail is a privilege to. It's like a privileged meal. When we were growing up,
It's expensive now.
Oh, it's expensive. But when you get oxtail, that happens on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And you be like, ooh, yeah. That's big. You know, curry goat, on the other hand now, you get it, but you understand as well it's a big function.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be a big function, and that curry goat's coming out, and it's coming out right.
Or that jerk chicken.
Oh, man, that jerk chicken, you do that right. That's serious.
I'm
bro.
hungry.
And I'm not a Jamaican.
Yeah.
I knew some Jamaicans. I went to school with some Jamaicans.
right.
But situation in college, right?
Yeah.
Because one of my Jamaican partners, I ain't never questioned this besides that one time.
Yeah.
And we on this show. Is it true
Yeah.
with Jamaican women
Yes.
that they have to climax at least 3 times?
Depends on the woman, but true. The mass.
What do you mean half?
The mass. The mass.
If they want to sleep with you,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty much a requirement.
Oh yeah. You gotta get
You
right.
got to put in work.
You gotta put in that work. You gotta be able to go with them. You gotta be. You can't like.
Now, do you have a time limit where you could do it in the 3
Well,
times?
If you can. See, and that again, it depends on the woman too, because you have women that you can please literally in 5 minutes. They're right there.
Yeah.
And then another 5 minutes, and then another 5 minutes. You locked in at 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You that
You
dude.
just bang it out.
You that dude. It's hard for anyone
Pause.
to take your crown when you have done a young lady like that, where you've maxed her out like that, where you made her tap out. That's the part right there. A girl will know if you're a keeper if she make you tap out. Like if you come before her, you done. If there ain't nothing to it.
And you know, I ain't never really been afraid of any woman.
Yeah.
But I always been afraid of a Jamaican woman.
Eric,
I was in college, man.
Yeah.
And the girl told me like, Larry, I don't think you want these problems. Like pretty much.
Oh yeah.
I said, baby, you ain't ready for this. And then she the one that said that. She said, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I said, listen, baby, I don't got all night.
Yeah.
You know, I got a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
Peace. I'll holler at
Yeah.
you later.
you would have fell asleep before the second one.
Man.
Earmuffs, D. I apologize. That show
But
took
yeah,
a
man,
wrong turn.
you know, so I just wanted to throw those stereotypes out, something that I had heard, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, just in case if the audience, you know, they hearing that, it probably be like, you know, a lot of people don't ask things that they hear.
That's good.
Right,
You go,
right.
but that is helpful because if you do go Jamaica, so you know what you're going into now. So
Well,
you
Listen,
know.
man, and another thing, do not send your lady to Jamaica.
That's serious.
Do not send your lady to
That-
Jamaica. It's the
that's-
reason why all women want to go back to Jamaica, man.
Oh yeah.
It's not for the resort.
They get that good
They-
piping, man.
The treatment,
Oh yeah.
man, it don't care if a woman could be 700 pounds
Oh, yeah.
to 100 pounds.
Oh yeah.
It's, man, the way they treat the women over there, oh my God. I
Oh,
hear
yeah.
like the massages, the feet
Oh,
rubs,
everything.
just cater. They
Oh,
just
yeah.
as if
Fully catered.
she's gone, man. I hear about this.
Oh yeah. Fully pampered.
Every woman that go
Fully.
to Jamaica, they always talking about, I gotta go back to Jamaica.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go back to
Oh
Jamaica.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I like, man, okay, I see what's going on over there.
Barrington Levy or Beanie Man.
Beanie Man. But I mean,
Really?
yeah. So
Really?
here's why I can't. Barrington Levy have done some
hard.
huge stuff. He's hard, but Barrington Levy haven't been consistent as Beanie Man. Beanie Man is still relevant right now.
That's Beanie.
Tell me one
That's-
of the hardest videos of all time though is Shine Bad Boys.
Well,
Shine
yeah,
Jamaica.
But
No, I'm
think
just
about
saying,
it.
just how,
But if you think about it, Beanie did a hard joint with that guy
T.I.
that sound like he had one with T.I.
I
And
like
then
that
he
one.
and then he did one with the guy that sound like Biggie. What was his name? From out of
Shine.
Compton.
Shine.
No.
Oh, you're talking about Gorilla Black.
Gorilla Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hard hitter too. That was
Yeah.
a hard banger. But the bigger banger was the
That the song and the video.
oh yeah.
went
that
hard.
video.
That was the last video he was able to shoot before.
But that
Shine
was
went
the
to prison.
video that came out right before you went to prison.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I think when it aired, he was already in prison.
man, and he's a politician back
He's
in
a
his country now.
He
in
is.
Yeah, he
Belize.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing really well, and then
Yeah.
it kind of turns out that he wasn't the one that shot the person.
Well,
in the
he
club.
never was. I mean,
Yeah,
people
everybody
knew that
knew
from
it.
back
Yeah,
then.
Yeah, everybody said it.
He took his 13 years or whatever like a G too.
Like a
Yeah, I
He
think they said that he was supposed to give him some money to
Karma.
Karma.
It
That's
always
exactly
comes
what it
back,
was.
man.
Yeah, yeah,
and-
yeah,
You didn't
Yeah.
take
And
care
now
of your
you're
people,
gonna have
man.
a slow,
Yeah.
painful hell on earth.
yeah.
Air Jamaica or Caribbean Air?
Well, Air Jamaica sold out, man. But when Air Jamaica was doing its thing, they were banging. I mean, and Bush Stewart was the owner at the time. He passed now. The guy that owned all the sandals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Air Jamaica. I mean, the Caribbean one now is not. It's like watered down a little bit. It ain't.
All right,
know.
let's blow through these. Tupac or Biggie?
We got to go Biggie, man, because
Really?
Biggie half Jamaican, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. Mama Wallace is Jamaican.
Yeah. Yes,
I
he
can't
is.
and he's got Jamaican influence
Oh yeah.
too. and-
Oh
and-
yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah.
Well, we'll give him a pass. on
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
LL Cool J or Ice Cube?
Ooh, LL Cool J.
Okay.
No. See, you can't really
Factor in NWA
Hold
too.
on, no. You can't really put LL with Ice Cube because Ice Cube, that's a different type of hard hitter right there. He's like really for the streets. Ice Cube is telling you what it is.
Okay, how about Scarface or Ice Cube?
I mean, Ice Cube. I mean, I love Scarface, but Ice Cube.
50 Cent or Jay-Z?
I gotta go with 50, bro.
Yes,
I mean,
sir. Shout
Jay-Z got the thing going there, but I gotta go with 50, bro. 50 came and 50 show a lot of these youths like, yo, believe in yourself.
50 stay
Go
more
at
true
it.
to
Don't
himself.
care to whatever no one is saying, and just keep going, bro. It's
That's
gonna
true.
happen.
That's true.
Yeah,
and
man.
the dude's just killing it.
Oh,
in the movie
yeah.
game, in the TV game now.
Everything.
Speaking of which, Power or Snowfall?
Oh, I gotta go with Snowfall.
Yeah.
Snowfall is my show because it's
true.
yeah, it's true. And I followed Rick Ross. I followed Rick Ross, you know, back in LA and how that was unfolding when Ronald Reagan was president and them saying, oh yeah, this money is gonna be funding the war in Nicaragua, and we were like, what? But yeah, this Snowfall really unfold a lot of that stuff. man.
Absolutely. And the ending was just
Oh
absolutely
yeah, it's
powerful.
Huge. Oh yeah.
You know. Whitney Houston or Mariah?
Ooh, I got to go with Whitney because of the
Yeah.
voice. I got to go with Whitney because of that voice.
You give good love to me, baby.
My headphones are
that
squeaking.
right there.
I used to wake up in the morning and have that Whitney blast.
Oh, banging.
Only thing I would take away from Whitney, probably the greatest voice of all time, but she didn't write any of her songs.
That's
But
okay.
Yeah, that's
She got the vocals.
It got the
Yeah,
vocals.
but you
It
gotta-
got.
you gotta-
I did
She wasn't a
some-
writer.
I
She
did
wasn't a
say-
writer.
yeah,
Clearly, but I'm just saying.
That wasn't her job.
There's some
She just
people-
did her job.
She did
She
her
did it well.
job.
American Gangster or Training Day?
Ooh. Oh man. Here's why I'm conflicted
keep
with
these
the two
quick,
of
my
them.
brother.
I know, but bro, you made that a little challenging right there because
That's why
you
it's on
looking
the
at-
list.
you looking
not
at
gonna-
them.
I'm not-
So okay, you know what?
I'm not gonna ask you.
Let me go with Training Day because Denzel, it was really just how he delivered corruptness.
And you're
And
gonna.
how real that is.
Well, see, Larry would argue American Gangster because it's real.
what-
But Training Day, that character is based on a real police officer, Rafael Perez, who was part of the death.
Man,
well, that's
could've been-
corrupt.
That's
Could've
based
been
on, that's based
a
on
lot
Pee
of
Wee and
co-
Amar Khalid.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
but
there you go.
I'm just saying. So
And Jim Sanders. Like, I know a few of them same type of officers.
Yeah,
Denzel
yeah.
killed it in Training Day.
He did, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Have you in Pelican Bay?
yeah.
Best Denzel movie of all time.
For me,
That's hard. Man on Fire.
I like Men on Fire, but I got to go with the one that he has 3 out now. Equalizer.
Really?
Equalizer. Well, it's just how he moves in it. Like he thinks about how much time it's gonna take him to destroy these dudes.
Yeah, I
What that
like
look
more
like.
of real life stuff. So like characters he didn't play.
Yeah.
So I loved him in The Great Debaters.
Great Debaters is
I love
big.
The Great Debaters.
Fences he did good too.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
He said a quote. He made us. It was a script in Fences when he was talking to his son.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
it was so powerful.
Oh yeah, that's
it was
huge.
so powerful.
Yeah.
And because his son was so mad because
Right.
he felt like his daddy don't like him,
Right.
and he was like, "Listen,
Gotta
it's not
help
my job to
Right.
like you.
Right.
It's my job to be your father.
Right.
And you are my responsibility."
That's
I'm
it.
like,
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
was deep.
It's deep, bro.
Because that's true.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't gotta like you and be your friend.
No.
Right.
It's my job to teach you, and you my responsibility.
Yeah.
And another one I like him in, I like Denzel in Glory.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Glory
you,
is
guys,
big.
you guys
Yeah,
left one out. I'm glad you left it out because it's gonna be the last question. It's a hard one. Malcolm X or Martin Luther King?
Ooh,
See, it's that's a twofold
that is a twofold.
because we know exactly who Martin was.
Right.
Malcolm X had a 2-part life.
Right.
Correct.
He did.
So-
So people don't understand that about Malcolm X.
Right.
So, you know, you had one of his most gangsterous villains. Like, he was like whatever he wanted to make him be.
Right.
He was deemed a racist. But when he went to the motherland, he's drinking out the same cup with his white brethren.
That's
And he's seeing the world for like, man, these people in America got it all backwards. They crazy.
Backwards.
So
Yeah.
then when he come back, man, I love that Denzel.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
that Denzel got him killed. I mean,
Right.
that Malcolm X got him killed.
Right.
Because he's trying to, now he's like Martin.
Right.
He preaching togetherness.
Yeah.
And he went against the nation.
and that's why I say Malcolm X, which surprised us because some people, well, Malcolm X was a racist. The Malcolm X pre-Mecca, yes.
Yes.
But once he went to Mecca and saw, biracial drinking from the same cup, and two, I will go Malcolm X only because MLK just wanted a seat at the table. Malcolm X said, no,
I'm going to build this thing.
we want the table.
Yeah. Let's build it.
Any means necessary.
Yeah.
And I believe in that.
Yeah. I like that. I think though, because that had to portray the narrative that was created, they had to try to deliver on what that was, how that was written, and how we need the message to go across. Because a lot of people didn't know that the Islam Nation is the reason behind Malcolm X getting killed.
No, they don't.
A lot of people didn't
And I
know.
don't understand why that's not a bigger deal. Especially, I don't even want to get.
Well,
get
I mean,
involved.
well,
I don't need the
because-
Nation of Islam
because-
after me, but
Yeah, because honestly, people never like to talk about us killing us.
Right.
Because have y'all ever heard about Martin Luther King first assassination attempt?
Right.
Do you know who it was by?
Right.
It was by a black woman
Yeah.
in New York City.
Right.
But they would never talk about that.
Right.
They never preach
well,
about
that's why it makes the news bigger if like a cop kills a
So-
black man, but if another
Yeah.
black guy shoots him,
Right.
don't make the news.
They don't never talk about that.
And you got to remember at the time where the way the race stuff was happening, where they were saying, oh, we need a seat at the table. We have all these guys that have decided, hey, we need to wake these people up like the Martin Luther King and how he got killed. I think people was kind of running with that. They're saying, you know what, any of these young black leaders that woke up and decided to start, putting the message out there to wake people up, it's going to be somewhat of a white race or whatever that hurt that person,
Yeah.
All right,
So-
we got to run. We want to talk about your book. How about we bring you on another time?
Oh,
This hour just flew by, but you can tell the people where they can get your books.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah,
plug
yeah.
this book
So
real quick if you want.
yeah, so everyone, you guys go to cornellbunting.com, which is my website. You see all my books there, or you go to Amazon and just type in Cornell Bunting. I'm out there. I even got a Wikipedia page. So if I'm out there, people just type in Cornell Bunting and you see my work. You see a lot of the stuff. But my latest novel out, Cornleggers The Journeyman, is really a fascinating book that kind of give a lot of people a vibe like Game of Thrones. So, I've been having few people that have read the book saying, hey, you're going to pitch it to become a movie. And I'm like, well, hey, let's see what happened. Because this is a part one of a 3-series novel.
Okay.
It's a really action-packed book, man. It's really dope. Cornleggers, he believes the voice in his head is God. And this God tells him, and everything he does, it works, and he just ended up having an army. And it just flows, man. It's a really action-packed adventure book that is just really cool.
And we'll save it for the next show. Sorry, we kind of got off topic, but me and you have something in common.
Yeah.
We both died and came back, so we'll save that for the next show.
Yeah,
Because you got a fascinating story.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's wild.
Inspirational, how you've overcome everything. It's been an absolute blessing being able to meet you and getting to know you.
Yep.
We appreciate you coming on the show. Yeah, we got to have you back.
Oh, definitely, man. Thanks for having me. Yo, this was dope, bro.
It was dope. We're trying to keep it fun. Some people are scared to come on, but We
No,
just keep
man,
it real.
you can't
and
be
fun.
scared. You got to keep it real and just talk
That's
what's
what we
going
do.
on in your mind.
And you know, we wouldn't change that to bring on any kind of certain guest if they wanted to control the questions, because this is what makes our show.
Oh,
So
yeah. Authenticity is great.
the best.
Man. Yeah, man.
I
It
don't-
is the best.
I don't know how to wear two faces.
Yeah, no.
I'm like Screwface.
we we can't
We
do
can't
the
with
two.
that.
bye, any naughty boy.
On that note,
Yeah.
politicking with Jira, Larry Love, Maxwell Mortgage Team, Becker Custom Builders, Jimmy P Burgers, and more. Make it possible, supporting us. Larry's got another restaurant that's coming on board to help sponsor the show. You want to give him a quick shout out?
Alders right there in Golden Gate. Owner Arjan, again, great man that survived communism, coming from a communist country, and look forward to have him on very soon and very shortly. So thank you all to all my favorite listeners out there. Continue to share the podcast and continue to join in with us.
Make sure you
May
like and
God
subscribe.
be with you and keep saying your prayers.
Beautiful.
Peace.
Yeah.